Welcome to YT101. So today we're going to talk about event management in the new normal. Okay, in the new normal, right? Although we are in the endemic phase, yeah, and a lot of events are opening up. Okay, previously restricted to at least 500 in one event, but now everything is opening up. But still, the SOP has to be followed, wearing face masks and so on. Okay. Now, although we don't see cases of event having people or how do we say this? Event that do not report themselves for SOP. Okay, but still, we have to see it in a very positive way, and also be very vigilant in doing event, yeah? Because COVID-19 is still with us, yeah? It's still with us, and it just wait for the time to strike again. Okay, now let's start the class. Okay. It is clear that meeting industry has been strongly affected by disruptive effect of COVID-19. Okay, and since the onset of the endemic, hundreds of events has been cancelled all over the world, hundreds, okay, at a time. Okay, it is unusual scenario. Event organizers are required to reconsider their options and to balance two priorities. Yeah, to balance two priorities. On one hand, it is crucial to uphold the health and safety of the staff. Okay, and on the other, it is necessary to meet financial obligation. Okay, or at the very least to minimize the loss caused by the disruption. Okay, so you have like this. You go like this. One, the safety of the staff, and also the how do we say, the sponsors and everything, attendees. Another one is regarding the business side of it, yeah, the losses and also the financial obligation. So it's like this during the time, yeah, during the time where COVID-19 is still ravaging at the time. Okay. Now, in today's rapid changing environment, preparedness and crisis management should be integral aspect of event planning. Okay, crisis management, of course, during COVID-19. Okay, you need to prioritize if there is an outbreak, for example, and what can we do to ensure that this cluster is being sealed off or will not transfer throughout. Yeah, preparedness. Okay, continue. Many organizers now wonder whether the meetings can still go on. Okay, in most cases, the answer should be whether that means in a later date. Okay, so they have to shift the date, okay, or an alternative format. Alternative format means that they have to go for online or virtual event. Yeah? In all, organizers have 5 options to consider, and one of them is doing online. Yeah, is doing online event. Now let's see the 5 options. Okay. Number 1, cancellation. Okay. Now cancellation. Yeah? This may be the way to proceed if it becomes clear that the organizer cannot guarantee the safety of the participant. Yeah. So you cancel. Okay. In this situation, an effort must be concentrated on communicating and mitigating, okay, the negative effects that will come together. Okay, that will come because you've taken this consideration of cancelling the event. Yeah, a clear and professional communication strategy is needed. Okay, and participants, speakers, exhibitors, hosts, buyers and sponsors should be told openly about the reason for cancellation and why this step has to be taken. If it's cancellation, then money back, okay? Money back will be given, okay? Will be given to all of the ones who are involved in this event, yeah? Of the event cancellation, which is by far should be avoided if possible. That should be avoided if possible, but at a time where financial is also crucial, and of course to make the date of the event become further and further, it will lose its impact as well. So it is better to cancel, yeah? Better to cancel. Sorry. Number 2, postponement. Okay. We have also seen several organizers postpone their event, such as the Olympics, yeah, Tokyo Olympics, postponed to 2021. It's supposed to happen in 2020, but postponed to 2021, okay, and move the event dates from the spring to the late summer and autumn. Okay. Postponement is not a unilateral decision, since hosting an event at a later time requires the approval from the managers, suppliers, and also the sponsors. Yeah? It is not easy to say cancel, because once you say cancel, let's say you want to do the event again, like for example this year, because this year you see less cases and we are in the endemic phase. So you know, to do with this year, all the sponsors, all the ones who you deal before, they won't go and look for you anymore. They won't even trust you to do the event because of the cancellation. It's better to postpone than to cancel. Yeah. Before proceeding, it's also essential to gauge the response from attendees too. Yeah, because you're doing this postponement. Because you're doing this postponement, yeah, you postpone, you need to ask the people involved as well, those who are buying the tickets and want to go to the event. Will they hold on to the ticket for the next year? Will they hold on, or will they just give back the tickets and get their money back? Okay, so these are the things, right? So postponement may not be an option, even for event whether the focus is on delivering of cutting edge information or time sensitive data, since the content may not be relevant in a few months or so. Okay, for example, that's the thing, at least Tokyo 2020 shifted to 2021. At least the atmosphere, you can still feel it. And of course, during the event, during the Tokyo Olympics, there are cases of athletes being infected by COVID-19, but the Japanese, of course, they did all their best to ensure that the athletes are well scanned and they are in the health bubble. Health bubble means that they can't simply go out. All of them have to stay in the sport arena after they finish their event, or after they finish their event. They are swiftly being flown back to their home country swiftly, so that there won't be any problems of infection. Yeah, swiftly. I believe some countries they have to. Some of the athletes from some countries have to be flown back because of their health, and some documentation. But this happens. Okay, sorry. Number 3, okay, relocation. Yeah, a third option is to maintain the event date but choose a new location. However, since event take months to plan, organizers need to be prepared to operate with little room for maneuvering. Tight means tight. Okay, for example, during 2020 Formula 1, they're still running Formula One races, still running, but it is being shortened to 12 races, 12 or 8 races only, and the places they went are not the same as the original calendar. For example, they don't go to places they usually go. They go for European countries, okay, European countries that are far away from infected countries, but they still race for Formula One. There's no crowd, okay, there's no crowd, but because of this obligation to the sponsors, that's why they have to run Formula One, even though through COVID lah, because of the obligation. Yeah, there may be limited options in terms of venue, just now, travel arrangement and accommodation. Yeah, accommodation. Yeah, little less venue. That's why Formula One only eight races to run, 8 races, but in countries that have little or nothing to do with Formula One, so they shifted the venue. Over the past few years, we have witnessed an explosion of new techniques that have given rise to the exciting opportunities for the business event industry. Okay, virtual and hybrid are one of them. Yeah, to add into this movement. Okay. All right. Next. Number 4, virtual events. Yeah, over the past few weeks, okay, a significant number of meetings and also conference has been redesigned as virtual events, which is quite good. Okay, which is quite good. Good job. If adaptable, this meeting format is probably the best attendance, okay, in the challenging times like COVID-19. Yeah, it's best to do this. Yeah, by their very nature, virtual events allow attendees, irrespective of travel restriction or facilities, they deliver in vanguard information. It doesn't matter if you were to again stay at anywhere you want, okay, but still you have the virtual event, yeah, the virtual event, which is tailored to your event as well. Yeah? Moreover, this format is perfectly compatible with event marketing and sponsorship strategies, while allowing planners to be ready for another eventualities. Yeah, it's compatible, okay, to event marketing. You can still do the same thing as you do with physical marketing, just that your documents and everything are in virtual format. Yeah, right? Okay, compatible. Sponsorship are strategic partners, and they can do with it. Yeah, okay. Right. Okay. Hybrid event number 6. Okay, hybrid event features a mix of live and virtual, okay, and virtual component in this model. Yeah? So you have the combination over there. Okay. Hybrid event have several advantage. Okay, they may attract sponsors as well. Virtual event, yeah, who would not have otherwise been dreamed to be a live event, and necessarily they can be everything that they wanted. Yeah? They wanted. Okay, hybrid event have several advantages. On the other hand, the logistics involved in the typical event are more complex, as they require two kinds of instructions: physical and digital. Okay, they do physical and digital. All right, let's go. Okay, the benefits of virtual and hybrid event. Yeah, the benefits. Yeah, the benefits are professionals. Event have several key functions, bringing brand awareness and revenue to us like organizers, sharing up-to-date information, and they can work. Yeah. So for a long time, traditional face-to-face engagement, okay, right, will somehow affect the way the message is to be sent. Yeah. In the technology evolve, we have come to realize that virtual and hybrid events are filled with the restrictions and stemming from the current situation. That's it. Yeah, for that one. Yeah. So transparencies, cancellation, and other restricted stemming from the current situation. Okay, and not only that, but they also offer some substantial advantage. Okay. Sorry. Now, increase attendance. Yeah, increase attendance is one of them. In present management. Yeah. Okay. Present management, their limit have become more poignant in recent weeks. Yeah, recent weeks, and also has the fee that this organization is going to go very well soon enough. Okay, next. Now, technology used to deliver omni-event, online event, has built a hurdle that likely to consider categories as well. Okay, such data can be subsequently used to market change and when needed, and by giving the audience the reaction in shorts, online streaming, and so on. Yeah, and so on. Okay. Right. Ease the transition. Yeah? Ease the transition is next. Yeah? This one is switching to virtual event may be cashier, okay, than usual. Maybe cashier than usual means you're using manual. So any do with manual will help you to lose weight, for example. Okay. Right. So in the majority of course, the students can or have the chance to restructure live structure training courses. Yeah? So for online events. Okay. So with that, as a conclusion, during COVID-19, the earlier part of COVID-19, with no vaccination, the only thing that keeps us at bay is through wearing masks and also through the use of certain items to protect yourself while you are visiting or doing things outside. Yeah. So with that, thank you very much, and see you in the next class. Thank you.